my dear friends, Happy New Year 2019. I wish you all your dreams will come true. And of course, I wish you good luck in learning Forex and of course trading Forex. Wish you, all of you, all to us and to myself, of course, too, a lot of profits this year 2019. Okay, guys, so, well, the January is just started and we still have lots of holidays with Russian traditions, so I'm not going to trade still, and but a lot of you are worried that I'm not going to make any more videos for a while, okay? So I decided to make some, as you ask, okay? So we are going to have a technical analysis as usual for this coming week, and hopefully a little bit later I will be able to make some videos about trading, okay, strategy. You know my strategy, but of course there are some corrections because every year it's changing a bit because the market is changing, okay? So I use more patterns and I use 30 minutes more and 1 hour charts. Okay, so as you remember before, it was mostly 15 minutes. But like I was saying to you, always you have to follow the market, see how it's changing, and you have to change your strategies a little bit too. Okay, otherwise they're not going to work. That's why a lot of people complain that strategies don't work, they lose money or something, but it's because they don't want to change anything when the market is actually changing. So I will make more videos, of course, with the patterns, because I only told you about how I use triangle. That's the one of the major patterns I like to use. But like I'm saying, during the trading, during the years, the patterns could be used, different types of patterns. Like you use more of, for example, last year it was more of head and shoulders, a lot of head and shoulders patterns, and like double tops, double bottoms, and also a pattern called diamond. Like before I didn't even mention it to you. A few years ago it wasn't very often, but like last year it was appearing on the market quite often. Okay, so I will try to make, of course, all those videos, but a little bit later, not right now. Right now, let's just have a quick overview of the market, and of course, I'm warning you that it's still kind of holiday season, and could be unpredictable movements on the market. Don't forget about the news, of course. We are looking through the technical, from technical point of view on the market, and you don't forget about the fundamental, right? About the all political news too. Okay, so they're affecting the market. So let's just start with euro dollar, and this is a quick view of the daily chart. It's a lot of levels which you probably noticed from the previous videos if you watched and followed my analysis before. Okay, so I do still have the same levels, and we can see that the market from the last year, and you can see through the beginning of this year, it didn't come out from this area. Okay, so I marked it as yellow. I'm going to remove them right now because I don't really like it's too bright, but I just wanted for you to see what I'm talking about, that looking like a pennant. Okay, it doesn't want to remove. I just go on a bit smaller chart, like on 4-hour chart, and I can remove it from here. It's not, that's it. So okay, so I'm just pointed out again at the bigger chart. Let's just back to a weekly view quickly. So this is where we're right now. Okay, so you can see it's not as visible as a pennant as it was when I highlighted it, right? So at the main picture, if you still have all of these levels, remember I was telling you possibly could be a creating of the diamond pattern, and with the diamond pattern, that this would be my first #1 expectation. What could happen, that the market can go up, okay, break all of these levels slowly, of course not straight away, but slowly move, and possibly it might create well, another little top, like we were previously thought it would be head and shoulders, right? But it's ended up not head and shoulders, it just continue without, but it still can create that another top, and then possibly go down and give us the diamond pattern. So which is a possible expectation for a little bit of recovery before the Brexit, okay, because Brexit obviously is going to affect Europe, okay, so all Europe. So that's what my first expectation would be, what's going to happen this year. If that is not going to happen, if the market will not go that way and will not break, okay, for example, that level which is downtrend, so that possibly it just can slowly move down inside that channel, or just move down and break it a little bit and get down to the one of the levels, and then finally go to the this blue of the uptrend channel from the bigger charts. Okay, I'm not going to go right now. They're just giving you the main pictures. A little bit of the tops I used here, this level. I drew it just in case it might be of use of it on the smaller charts, because you can see it's a little bit looking like a wedge also, and which also here we have a lot of concentration and tension, let's say. Maybe at one point it's going to break it quite soon, let's say. So now going on a smaller chart, like I just showed you the main picture. So here it's a little bit with the going on the smaller charts, the not exactly correct, that level. You can see it's going to move a little bit. You can see here it's actually touching the top, but on a smaller chart it's going to move a little bit. So you see it's right here now, so it's not exactly correct. That's why I draw that one, so you would know that this level is of that level, okay, from the bigger chart, but it's not showing correct on the smaller chart. Like this, I'm saying, if these trend levels it's not as good as the horizontal levels. They are more correct, going from smaller charts to bigger charts and other way around. But with the trend levels, they are not exactly correct. But so here I just draw it. You imagine it's going up a lot. So we are in a smaller picture now. So right on, remember that's our pennant, and here we go. I had this level previously. You can see actually how well it's all worked out during this opening the market after the holidays in New Year. You can see it's used all the same levels. You see it's been going down, didn't break the level, okay, didn't continue the way, it stopped and reversed again, and now it's here. So of course my first point would be from here I would rather to see it to go inside this area, okay, so and possibly consolidate, and that's why I have this level. You have to bear that in mind, that it might have a breakout like I did here and previously too. It might be stopped, okay, by this level. That's why I'm having this just in case if it will go in here and start to consolidate. So let's just go on a smaller chart now. On a 1 hour chart, like I'm saying, 30 minutes 1 hour chart would be a bit more better according to last year trading. Okay, so now we're just going to see is it after this big drop, you see it started to have a correction and try to come back, and let's see how far. You see it's about 30 to 40, even 50 pips and 60 pips to go back in this area, and about the same to go down to this level. So that's why possibly from the opening of the market next week I would have looked at some consolidation around here as a possibility. Okay, so the first thing it could be just look around here and placing, remember, pending orders, buy and sell, stop, pending orders, right? Buy, stop and sell, stop. So, and from here, of course, like I said to you, let's go back to this area, see any consolidation here. If it would be here, be careful about that area, ignore that because that level has supposed to be this one. If it will break, let's just see where it's going to stop here, and of course the other way around, it will go and start to consolidate around this level, and of course pending orders either go back up or continue the way down with all these levels I have previously drawn from last year. Okay, so this is $0 view. Now we're going to pound dollar, and let's go on 1 hour chart, also on a daily chart. Start from the bigger one once again. So, well, let's just go on actually weekly. So you would know, okay, this yellow level, it's a new one a little bit. I drew a bit thicker because we do have here, you can see the level was either support or resistant, okay, so we did have stopped here, then we had tops, then we had bottoms again, bottoms, and that's why in here I drew it a little bit thicker because on a small chart you'll see that market can go and sit inside that area, okay. So in here I still have that little downtrend channel, and remember we still have the first what I was expecting from the previous videos of the double bottom creation. We still have one bottom, and the second one a possible creation is continuing. I have this drawn the new level, which I'm using this bottom and the new created bottom to see if possibly it might start to go and well, give us something maybe between these two levels. Who knows, right? So I'm still using it, or if it will go inside this level area, then I would use this level for the other possible trade. Right now we just have it because we do have another bottom created here. So this is kind of like a main big picture, and let's go on a bit smaller chart. Let's see, we have 4 hour chart would be better. view, once again, you can see the market had a big drop, but you would see if it use level again, you see that consolidation was exactly at a previous area. Okay, we did have consolidation here before, and this is broke and stopped by one of the levels. I draw a little bit levels here as a main points where you can possibly again turn around and be stopped by any of those levels. So we might use them in the future. But right now, let's start to look at this area. Well, so that's what I'm saying. You see, it's inside this area once again. And so just wait for some consolidation in here. And of course, on a smaller chart, if you go again 1 hour chart, 30 minutes, you'll see that it's about 40 something pips and even high if you would use like a little bit of this stop and a little bit of those stops, but at least we have our minimum 30 pips, okay? So up, and of course also from here a possible going down, wouldn't count this much, but still 30 pips at least, and go down here about 100 pips. So you can see it's quite good position, quite safe for any good consolidation and possible placing a trade. So let's just go on a small chart. I'll show you a little bit. I know that 15 minutes, like I'm saying, is not as good as it was like I was trading back in years. But look, for example, you never know that maybe it will go back in the same kind of period and start to consolidate. Like you see here, just want to show you. Remember the main rules of my previous system was with the 15-minute charts, right? From about evening, so we have it 5 o'clock, you can see here, right, GMT, and before the opening of the market, so European market, right, so about 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, you can see that's the straight little channel, and this is I'm showing in the 30 minutes, and if you go on the 15 minutes, you see it's going to be longer. So this is one of the good examples of, again, so maybe we will see this year, it might go back again to a possible go in and use that system, okay, smaller chart, except this is a little bit wide. You can see it's about 18 and maybe about 20 pips wide, but before I was telling you it was better, or if it would be about 10, 12, 15 maximum the width of the channel. So here it's a little bit bigger. You see it's about 20 pips, but as you can see it's walking out again, so it moved about 50 pips. Okay, remember about taking it at 10 pips, lock it, some of the positions close, move your stop into the safe position, and possibly continue moving the stop until it moves. And then of course when it turns around, it will get you out with some profit. So I'm just giving you examples that, for example, well, it's only beginning of the year, and we'll see, maybe it will continue doing creating such nice channels on a smaller chart. But at this moment, so that's what we're looking at. Okay, remember again, so we'll see if there will be any consolidation around this area. So who knows, but maybe it will go up and then create something in here, maybe it will turn around and create something in here, but this moment we'll start from this area. Okay, now we're going to dollar yen. Okay, let's go on a bigger chart and we will see. And expectation, remember the one of the expectations from the previous trading and analysis, we had 3 amigos, which I call it, okay, and then expectation a good drop, which actually did. You can see during the holidays it dropped a lot up to that level, right, to the previous bottom. As you remember, if you remember, I told you that I was expecting a creation of the triangle, okay, because yen is Asian, right, and Japanese, they do like a lot use patterns. So that's why I was telling you that I can see here possible triangle, and well, we will see. Right now I still have this level down here, but and that little bottom here, and we'll see. So previously I would have expected pair come back to this level, okay, give me another bottom. So when it will give me another bottom, I would have expected to go back up again, but who knows. We will see what is going to happen here, and because then it could possibly would change it a little bit, and trying just to get the level. So here's the bottom, we have this bottom, right, and if I will draw it that way, right, so then possibly this, if it will go back down here again and create us another bottom, then the triangle could be a little bit different way. So I could draw this level, okay, as the bottom, and the top is going to be a little bit changed to this level, as you can see, right? So but at this moment I'm not going to draw it because it's up to this movement, where is it going to go after this big drop, okay? So but it gives me a little bit of idea that it could possibly go back, okay, to this area. So at this moment we're right here, and let's just see on the smaller charts what to expect and what to look for. And so here we have a little bit of, well, okay, it's dropped, and now we have a bit of correction. It does look like maybe a flag, okay, so that's why I put it a little bit into this channel, but on even more smaller time frame. So we can see here, I would expect if it will consolidate maybe that way, so then I would use that level as a pending orders for sell. Okay, so if it's not going to go straight, you see right now I'm not drawing them much, but of course if it will go up, then I will continue that level and see if it will go and continue its way, possibly go back into this level, okay, to this area. But right now I'm going to leave it right here just to see where it's going to go first. So that would be starting to look at it as the first possibility, okay. So, and of course if it will go to this area, then looking at here, and if it will break, then of course anywhere in this area is huge area and can stop anywhere. So that's dollar yen. Now we're going to Australian dollar. Okay, Australian dollar is expected. Remember here also 3 omegas it had, broke, went down, and well, a little consolidation, it broke even more. Look at that, it's dropped a lot, and well, it's recovered quite fast too. Let's just quick big picture where I just want to show you that I have this new level here using this bottom, and as I have now this little bottom, so I use that level and see that possibly that can have after recovery maybe to continue down, okay, and well, who knows, in that way, well, possibly maybe it will still give us a double bottom here, and well, that's it at this moment. So you can see, just wanted to show you that level, and now we're going back into the smaller charts to see what to expect possibly now. I still have the downtrend channel. Okay, we have here slowing down, okay, at the top of the trend. It's jump out of it again, so, and then of course now I'm expecting a possible consolidation around here, okay, so, and giving me anything, okay, some consolidation, and as you remember, I told you that it can possibly consolidate together with this level. I go like this, maybe it will go straight, maybe it will go a little bit more higher. That's why right now there is nothing I can do about it, just waiting time for what is it going to do, okay. And of course if it will go down, this would be the next level for consolidation. If it will go up, of course somewhere in the middle between this level and that level we already had previously before. I just removed that, but maybe you can just for your visual view to see that a little bit, so it can go back to this area, okay. So, and to start to consolidate around that. So you see here as it previously was, and this is where it's broke, right? So we'll see if it will go back to that. So that's pretty much with Australian dollar. Now we're going dollar Canadian. So that's the bigger picture. All the levels are the same, okay, and we're going on the smaller chart to see what happened and what to expect. And remember, here I was telling you that now I'm expecting finally dollar Canadian to drop, and finally it happened, okay. Happened where, again, at my levels, okay, where I draw those levels, exactly where it happened, and it was a right time. So as if you would have, well, get into this trade, that would have been wonderful, isn't it? So actually it would have been really good trades, but bear in mind that during the holidays spreads could be huge, so I have no idea how much I could have made on this movement with the bigger spreads, slippages, because it's holidays. So, and brokerages do this thing, so that's why it looks good, but it might not be as good if you would trade it. So I didn't, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so the point is, it came out finally from our big uptrend channel, okay, and well, except it did and stopped once again. Let's see, we have previously, exactly, you can see where it stopped, right? I told you, when it's breaking the important level, see if there was breakouts before, and it was. So it stopped slightly, pretty much at the same area. I didn't draw it because I just want to see if it's going to consolidate. If it's actually going to consolidate using that level, then, I mean, okay, here it might just go straight, Okay, so that's why I don't want to use it right now, because from here, if it will give you a nice straight channel, you have enough space, right? 60 pips to go back to this level, or even here 100 pips. Okay, so anywhere to go down. So that's why I don't want to draw that just yet. It would have just be helpful if you would have been in a straight and just to see where possibly to close your positions. Okay, so you probably would have been here thinking because of that previous bottom. So, and if it will start to consolidate and go back up, then of course I would rather to draw it and see we can use it maybe. Well, let's just draw it so it would be a bit more visual if you don't understand exactly what I'm trying to tell you. So then maybe it will go and start to consolidate here, right? And give us a pattern once again, right? From here to here, maybe triangle, pennant, okay, right there. So it could possibly be that. But again, I don't want to use it right now because, like I'm saying, it might go just straight. So this is a dollar Canadian. So you can understand, right? If it will go up here, maybe it will do consolidation here or around this level, closer to that level. I mean, there would be enough space. Then if it will go down, then just waiting for stopping anywhere. Okay, so Euro Pound. And well, Euro Pound is pretty much, let's go on a bigger chart where I had a possibility, right, that it wouldn't break that level, would stay in here for a while. Okay, in this between that level and that level, so all the trades would expect inside it until something else happens. Well, okay, nothing happened during this holidays. We had some jumps, downs, and pretty much right now you obviously can see that this looking like a big consolidation, right? We have like triple top, we're seeing 4 tops, and it started to break now, so kind of broke it. And well, obviously if you would have been on a smaller chart, you possibly would be right now in the trade and small trade, but you need to be careful right now here because you have that bottom. Okay, and I wouldn't like to place like orders from these areas when the market is going down already, because it's already moved like 100 pips, and of course in here you would expect a possible consolidation, right? So I have like 100 or 110 pips down, so that's why in that you would usually wait for something like this, okay, for consolidation inside that area, and then the place orders. That's how I would do usually. Place orders sell, place orders buy. You saw me, I showed it to you. And but here, well, as right now, if you, for example, in here, just see what's going to happen here, maybe close some positions, okay, and continue. Or if I would be looking at it, I would just wait for this to see what's going to do. Maybe it will go back, might not go back in this area, maybe just have go back a little bit for some correction, a little bit right before that, and then to look place the orders if it will consolidate underneath it, right? Place the orders, of course, sell or buy, pending both again. So it depends how nicely it would consolidate and where it will give us opportunity to place the orders buy, for example. So well, that's pretty much a big channel. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That's pretty much it. Well, of course, if it will continue the way down, just wait for any slowing down and stop, okay, anywhere between this area and wherever it's going to be. Somewhere in the middle, of course, would be nice because enough space to go back and go down. And of course, from here again, consolidation, and of course, more would be a possibility to go back. And well, who knows, like I'm saying, to sit between these levels until something major happens, okay? Obviously, Brexit news is probably going to be main, and anything else about European news. So, but that's what it is right now for me would be in Euro Pound. Okay, so now with gold, well, gold just continues the way down, way up, and you can see it broke out from the a channel right here, and well, to be honest, right now for me, I would just wait for it to probably go back into this area. Okay, so and maybe here it will have once again, like it did before, consolidation, before it will decide for a big movement like it's already did, to go continue up or possibly to turn around again, right? So after such a big movement up, so possibly some correction. So that's the bigger picture once again, and on a smaller picture, looking at, of course, this level, so it's had a good run, again, without good correction. So possibly here it will create a bit of pennant, something maybe, or channel, who knows, and well, anything around this area, starting from here, between one level and another level. Okay, so somewhere around here, this is where I would start with. So, and next, if it will go to this level, then of course it will be this level, and we'll see on the bigger picture where these are. And if it will go down, of course, consolidation around this level, and possibly go down or turning around, but all these levels, okay, that's what I would be looking at. And of course, between these two levels, back into the channel, somewhere around in the middle. But starting with this, it's 4-hour chart, so you'll go on 1-hour chart, so here, that would be between these two levels at this moment, somewhere in the middle. So that's how I would look at gold. And now go on pound yen. Oof, pound yen had a huge drop, look at that, once again. And obviously you can see with the strategy I use, it would be profitable, okay? Anyway, you wouldn't be in any bad position unless you bought somewhere around here, which you wouldn't follow my way of trading, of course. So look at that, it's dropped quite a lot. I removed levels, okay? I have placed new levels now because it smashed all the levels before I hit here. We used them, I showed you, okay, all the consolidations, and now I have pointed out at the bottoms, okay, the previous bottoms, and so we're gonna see where it's going to stop at any of those levels, okay, and use them. So now on the smaller chart, you can see it's going very sharp, going up. It's trying to possibly go back to the previous area. It didn't do any big consolidation here, but you can see how you could use that level and use this level when it started to correct. You see here it started a little bit of slowing down, so looking like a little bit of kind of pennant, and then it's broke up and continued the way up. So in here now, just to see if it possibly might go continue away, and then you would have expect some, well, correction, okay, maybe some consolidation, who knows, maybe it will even reach higher. But at this moment, like right at here, I would just see again for something like that. So maybe it will start to have a little bit of correction here, right? And then you would use, of course, that and place the pending orders buy up and use that level for pending orders sell, okay, and go back into this area. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so and but it might go a little bit higher because you can see it could be pretty much right in the middle between these two levels. Okay, so this is where it started to a little bit slowing down already. So that's it, guys. That's how I see a bit of the market for this possible coming week. But like I'm saying, it's still kind of a little bit of holidays. But anyway, you see even with the after market opened this new year, it's pretty much moved around the same levels, okay, the previous levels we had. So okay, once again, happy new year, happy holidays for all of you who will be celebrating Christmas again, 7th of January. Of course, it's mostly for Russian people, okay, and that's it. In Bulgaria, actually, right now I am, and there will be Epiphany already on 6th of January, so that would be interesting. If you would like to see, I'm going to make a video here in Bulgaria, in Sandansky, on my Jana travels. I will make video how Epiphany is celebrated here in Bulgaria. It will be, you know, Epiphany, christening in water, right? Remember. So, and that, I think it would be interesting to see because I have never been in Bulgaria before, and I have never seen, I didn't even know that like here in Bulgaria they are also Christians, Orthodox, but they celebrating Christmas the same as like Catholic, okay? They're using also the same calendar, not this is Russians using, we're using different calendars. So our Epiphany will be on 20th or 19th January, so, but here it will be also on the 6th. So, well, that's it. I wanted just to tell you, if you would like to see it, then see it next week on my Jana Travels channel. So happy trading, guys. Don't forget to, of course, like, subscribe, and I see you next week. Bye, everyone.